How important is publication? My professor always used to say that research and publication are two sides of a coin. Will you get a one-sided coin? No, right? Because it doesn't have any value. Similarly, any research which you carry out has to be published in a reputed peer-reviewed journal to get its value. Also, any published paper has to be supported by good quantum of research. Then only that particular publication will get its value and it will be cited in the future researcher's paper and it will get its citations value. Thus, any research which you carry out, whether it may be a mini project or undergraduate project or postgraduate project, it has to be published in a reputed journal to get its value. So hi, I am Dr. Tilak Mohandas. In this video, I am going to explain you about how to convert your project report into a publishable paper in 10 simple steps. The project report. In order to do this step, you need the hard copy of the project report. You have to start reading from the first page, that is abstract, to the conclusion to analyze whether it has a novel publishable idea which can convince the editor to publish it. So after reading it thoroughly, you can decide whether to convert that project report into a single paper, or based on the quantum of research work, it can be converted into multiple papers. If suppose the quantum of research work is more, you can split the project report into different modules and you can convert each module into a separate paper. That is the advantage of analyzing the project report. The next step is to restructure the whole paper. We all know that a project report and a paper will have different structure. A project report will have chapters, like chapter 1 will be introduction, chapter 2 will be literature survey, chapter 3 will be research methodology, and it will go on. Whereas a paper will have only sections and subsections. The main sections of a research paper will be, it will start with abstract, then introduction, literature survey, research methodology, experimentation, results and discussion, conclusion, and it will end with references. A normal project report will have 60 to 100 pages, even more than that. But a review paper or research paper will have only 25 to 30 pages, inclusive of references. So it is important to carefully restructure the project report into a paper. If suppose the project report contains all the data which are repetitive, it has to be omitted and only the sample data has to be added in the research paper. Thus, you can shorten the project report and convert it into a research paper. The next step is to write a suitable abstract for your research paper. After restructuring the paper, you have to write a summary which indicates the purpose, problem identified, results obtained, and conclusion as an abstract. As you would have already completed writing the paper, this task is easy to accomplish. It is important to write the abstract correctly because the editor, reviewer, or the reader will decide to read the whole paper only by reading the abstract. Just like movies has teasers, trailers to show the glimpse of the movie, we have abstract to show the glimpse of the research paper. Usually, all the journals will have 150 to 200 words length abstract. Some publishers will demand for a structured abstract, like Emerald Publisher. Thus, it is important to write a good abstract to increase the chances of publication of the paper. The next step is to write a suitable title and keywords for your research paper. An appropriate title which is more suitable for your research reported in the paper has to be written. The title should be relevant to the research which you have carried out. It should not be misleading. A good title uses minimum number of words to describe the contents and purpose of the paper. The title should not be too general as book titles. It also should share information about the focus of research paper. Similarly, you have to find keywords for your research paper. Keywords will provide the essence of your research paper. Minimum 3 to 5 keywords are to be added at the end of your abstract. These keywords will make your paper more searchable and it will bring in more citations in the future after it gets published. It is advisable to add minimum 5 keywords per paper. The next step is to add references. Obviously, your project report will have references added to it, but it is advisable to add recently published paper as references. You can go online to the journal databases like ScienceDirect, IEEE Explore, Springer Link and search for the paper which are more relevant to your research. Download all those recently published papers and add them as citations inside the introduction and literature review section. These citations can be shown as references at the end of your research paper. If you are aiming for any particular journal, then you can download papers from that particular journal and add them as citations if it is relevant. Thus, it is important to add latest references to your research paper to increase the chances of your publication. So after 5 steps, your first draft of your paper will be ready. So the next step is to proofread the paper. Your research paper has to be free from grammatical and typographical errors. So in order to check it, you have to take the hard copy of your manuscript and read it thoroughly from the beginning to the end and check for any grammatical errors or typographical errors, because these type of errors will irritate the editor or the reviewer and it will decrease the chances of acceptance of your paper. You can also use packages like MS Word or online packages like Grammarly to check the grammar of your paper. Some editors will be particular about the language of the paper and they will suggest you to get it read by a native English speaker. Thus, it is important to write your research paper in a good technical language without any grammatical errors and any typographical errors. In order to increase your research paper publication, in order to increase your chances of publication, it is important to carry out this step meticulously. The next step is to check for plagiarism content in your research paper. Plagiarism is a wrongful appropriation. It is stealing and publishing some other author's idea, thought or expression as your own original work and not citing him as the reference for your research paper. It is a serious issue. Plagiarism is also considered as an academic dishonesty and it violates journals' ethics. Thus, it is important to check the plagiarized content in your research paper. You can check it by uploading your research paper in online portals like Urkund or iAuthenticate to check for the plagiarized content. Once you upload your research paper, it will generate a plagiarized report which will show the percentage of plagiarized content in your research paper. If you have written the whole paper by yourself, then the plagiarized content percentage will be very low. If you have copy pasted it from some other resource, obviously the content plagiarized will be more. If the plagiarized content is more, the chances of publication of your paper is very low. Thus, it is important to cite whatever resources we refer to as citations at the end of your sentence. This will reduce the percentage of plagiarized content in your research paper. Also, self-plagiarism also has to be avoided. You can't copy paste your already published material in your next paper. It will come under copyright infringement. Obviously, plagiarism is not a crime, but it is a copyright infringement, which will have legal issues. So it is better to check plagiarism content in your research paper before uploading it to any journal database. The next step is to find the suitable journal for your research paper. Usually, when you upload a paper in a particular journal, the editor might reject it in the initial revision itself, saying that this particular paper doesn't fall under the scope of their journal. In order to avoid such initial rejection, you have to carry out this step meticulously. You can use journal finder websites like Elsevier Journal Finder, Springer Journal Suggester to find the most suitable journal. You can copy paste the title and abstract of your paper in their websites, and it will list down the most suitable journal for your research paper. Another tip is to see the reference section of your research paper. In the reference sections, there will be papers which have been referred by you for writing this paper. So you can find the journal in which these papers have been published. So those papers, those journals will be most suitable journals for your research paper. You can go to that journal website and read the scope of the paper clearly. If your area of research falls under the scope of that particular journal, you can confidently apply your research paper to this particular journal. The next step is to change the reference style according to the journal which you have selected. So after shortlisting the journal in which you are going to upload the research paper, you have to change the reference style of your paper in accordance to their style. Each journal will have their own unique reference style. Some journal might follow Harvard style, some might follow numbering style. Some journals might follow both the styles. So it is important to know what style they prefer. So in order to know that, you can go to their website, find the instruction to the author's page and read it thoroughly. Also, they would have uploaded samples papers for your reference. When you go through the sample papers, we will get to know in what style they have referred, in what style they have formatted the whole paper. So once you have identified the reference style, you can change your research paper's reference style manually or by using any reference management software packages. Reference management software packages will minimize the time and effort spent on formatting the reference styles. Some of the reference management softwares are Mendeley, EndNote and RefWorks. These can be used to minimize the effort spent on changing the reference style. If you are changing your reference style based on that particular journal, then the editor may not reject the paper in the initial revision itself. If suppose the reference style doesn't match with the suitable journal, then the editor may reject it as such in the initial rejection. Thus, in order to avoid initial rejection of your paper, you have to change the reference style of your paper. So we are in the last step of converting our project report into a research paper. So in this step, you are going to upload the research paper in a journal database for peer review. Some journals might ask you to hide the author details and their affiliation to carry out a blind peer review process. In this case, you have to hide all the author details and upload the research paper. Few journals might ask you to upload the manuscript, figures and tables separately. So in these cases, you have to cross-verify the final preview to check for any deviations. And some journals might ask you to suggest reviewers for reviewing your research papers. So you have to identify the suitable reviewers in your research area and add them as the possible reviewers for your research paper. So thus, In 10 simple steps, we have converted your project report into a publishable paper. You can start publishing and improve your H index and I10 index. Thank you for watching.